Hello, Urban Rebel fans, and welcome to UR Talk 19, where we discuss the brand new cards and stuff like that. So, of course, in every UR Talk, we have our guest and our special guest, Slify.
I can't think of anything we need to say this time. That's a shame.
And unfortunately, we have no one else, so it's just Slify, which is
Hey,
makes you feel special, doesn't it, Slify?
quality over quantity. I'm
Um,
kidding for our other previous people.
the other things I want to just mention before we start this review is just quick shout-outs to White Dragon 11, who provides...
I wouldn't remember for once.
I do, I remembered now. Who actually provides us, or provides me with the new cards and everything so I can test them out beforehand. And also a quick shout out to Mixed Latvia, just for the lovely comments you've been sending, Slify, which is...
You're making me blush, I'm not gonna lie.
Makes you happy, doesn't it, Slify, that you're still...
Oh yeah, it's quite so. Thank you very much, good sir/miss.
Anyway, right, let's go into the brand new cards. So the first card that we're going to reviewing is Drummond. Drummond at 2 stars for the Berserk is a 6/2 with the ability of +8 attack. So, Slippy, what was your first initial thoughts on this card?
I think it's a pretty standard 2-star. The attack manipulation is very nice for the clan because they don't really have any manipulation to begin with. His 6 powers kind of low, I feel. I know it's a very solid stat for a 2-star. A lot of other clans have 6/2s and they do just fine, and I shouldn't talk, but I feel this clan doesn't really have enough support that it could have been a 7/2 and not feel overpowered. There's other cards in other clans like Jungo and stuff, like Mindy, for example, who has 7 power. But at the same time, this card can do a potential 4 damage, which is really good for a 2-star. But at the same time, it's hard to get it out. I don't feel like it's balanced enough. Personally.
Yeah. I definitely agree. I mean, the issue is his 6 power is nothing too huge, so you can't really kind of counterattack quite a lot with him. Having said that, though, I think do you agree that his damage is definitely a good thing about this card, or do you think it should have been higher, or whatever?
I don't think anyone can argue. Like, most 2-stars can't do 4 damage, except for damage clans, obviously. But at the same time, this clan, all of his cards should do basically around that, regardless. That I feel like it could have been more balanced, in a way. Like, every other 2-star does about 4 damage, except for, like, Esther. So, it's not really that big of a deal, I feel.
Okay. I think the huge topic, I think the huge question actually is: do you think that Drummond is better than Meneley, or not?
I'm like sane of mind, so I'm gonna say no. Sorry.
Okay, it's definitely good. I mean, yeah, there was some comments really about. I think it was Tanto. I think you said that Meneley is better than. Well, sorry, not Meneley. I mean, Drummond actually could be better than Meneley.
No. That's actually correct. Low pill fights. He's obviously better because that +8 attack. If you're going to 2-pill him against another 2-pill, he's obviously going to win. Melody is better against either stacking pills to counter a really big card, or just to bluff, or other uses as well. All he can do is low pill battles, and he's really good at them. But that's all he can do.
Yeah, I mean, the other issue as well is that against kind of uppers, he does actually get quite countered because the issue is he loses that attack manipulation. Do you think that's a huge problem for him, or is this a kind of a huge kind of clan problem, really?
It's a huge clan problem in general because all Berserk have attack manipulation problems. But I don't think you'll see much uppers, Montana and stuff in Elo. At the same time, though, he's not strong enough for Elo either, so...
Okay. I mean, is there anything really more we need to say? I mean, do you think he's overpowered in any way, or?
Oh no. If anything, he's underpowered, I feel.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, rating out of 10 then, I suppose, of Drummond.
I give him a 7 out of 10. He's a pretty standard card, I feel. Nothing too great about him. He's not bad in any sense, don't get me wrong, but he's not really WoW material.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think 7 out of 10 is. I don't know. I think that's a little harsh, Sniffy. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
You say harsh or high?
A little bit harsh, I think. I still think it's a good card for the Berserk. Definitely the second in line, but the issue is, I mean, he's just not great. He's not like overly strong or anything. I mean, actually, to be fair, he has the same sort of stats against like SOB or SOA as Lunatic, which is kind of embarrassing, really. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with you. Probably give him a 7 out of 10 in that case, actually, unfortunately. But there we.
4 minutes Slify's review. Come on now.
I teched your review, and then then actually gave it the same review. So
completely original.
Yeah, really, actually, no one really cares about what I say on this UR talk. Everyone just wants to know what Slify has to say.
That's what I think every day.
That's the sadness of this talk, unfortunately. Alright then, so let's go to the next Berserk release, and that was Revok. Revok at 4 stars for the Berserk is a 7/5 with the ability of defeat, recover 2 pills out of 3. So, Slify, initial thoughts on Revok?
I think he's their best 4-star right now. He can play a huge amount of games that they can't before. Like before, they have no manipulation. So you have to play them a little cautiously, I feel. Or you have to go super aggressive and hope your opponent doesn't think clearly or something like that. You can play this card now, play some pills, test the waters, get some pills back. You play him like a Vortex, because he has a Vortex-like ability. But at the same time, he has a really high damage, to the point where like your opponent really, really has to try to beat this card, or else they're going to take a heck of a lot of life difference. This card kind of reminds me, except obviously a worse version, of the Vortex card Shakarti. I don't know. Of course she's better because she has SOB and stuff like that. But he's a 4-star version of her, I feel, except from a different clan.
Okay. So really nothing like her at all, really.
That was really long of a review. I'm sorry. I should have paused and stuff like that.
Don't worry, Slify. Your lungs will pretty much hate you after it, to be fair.
They hate me anyway. It's okay. Whatever. Fuck my lungs.
Anyway, definitely agree. I think the issue is, though, I mean, as you said, you can test the waters with him, but the issue is his power just isn't enough, I feel, to actually test the water. I mean, do you agree with that, or...?
I actually feel his power is enough. I feel like he has no support to make it enough. If he was a 7/5 with a different bonus, I think he'd be a lot better. But because his bonus increases damage, which is really nice, because, it helps with the whole bluff mind game, etc., etc., but he has no support because of his ability is this defeat, and that makes him really bad against a lot of clans.
Yeah, definitely. I think, he does remind me quite a lot of Methane, actually, which is kind of weird, except he has a different ability, if that makes any sense. But he does remind me quite a lot of other cards, but I think the great thing about him as well is that I think the best thing about him really is just that 7 damage with the bonus that makes him really strong, and then having that recover 2 pills out of 3, it does make your opponent kind of fear for his life, I suppose. And at the other end of the scale, I mean, you can just actually bluff with this card, and you can just get 1 pill back, which is all very good as well. So I mean, the main question though that on everyone's lips, I suppose, Slify, because obviously you don't do reviews anymore, so
oh, here we go again.
People don't know. Do you think he's the best 4-star for the Berserk at the moment?
I think I actually led with I think he's the best 4-star at the moment. I think that's my exact wording at the beginning of this review.
Okay.
I'm just saying. If people were listening.
Okay. People were listening, yeah. I think I was trying to mess about with something, I can't remember. Didn't hear. But yeah, I mean, definitely, do you think he's... Well, yeah, I mean, why do you think he's the best 4-star?
He's the most just solid overall. He has no downside that the clan as a whole doesn't have. Beef has his backlash, even though he's very intimidating, and I just don't like Gus's courage. But he has no downside, except for things that the clan all shares.
Yeah, definitely. Right then, anything really more we need to say, really? Probably not. Okay, so rating out of 10 then for Revok.
That's a hard one, because even though he's the best, he's not amazing still. He's a very balanced card. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10, maybe 8.5, but I'm leaning toward 8 right now. He's balanced in every way. He's not overly spectacular, but he's definitely not bad at all.
Okay, and being a sheep here, I shall follow in lead and say, I definitely agree with you there, Slify. Slify's the best. I must...
Slify fanboy, oh my god, 0 out of 10.
I'm gonna give him 8 out of 10 as well.
Oh my god, come up with your own opinion, scrub.
Alright, I need to come up with a different rating then, so then don't look like a huge...
Now you're doing fine.
I'm doing fine.
Okay. My will, I don't care.
I don't know really, because in testing for me, I didn't get that huge damage in. Unfortunately, I was kind of more like recover. I would look like I'll do a huge hit, and my opponent would like respond back, and then actually I'll get pills back as a result. So it's all actually pretty good then. So I'll end up probably give him 7.5 out of 10. I think the only issue really for me is that with the Berserk and everything, I kind of feel like they have to win the opening round a bit, which is kind of because then they have they have all the damage then in, and then they have loads of threats as a result. So that's my kind of issue really with him. But apart from that, though, I mean, he's definitely a strong opener because at the moment, really, the Berserk have like no good opening cards, really. I mean, you've got Gus and then Karamashi, and that's about it. So as a result, I'll probably give him an 8. No, not 8.5. I said 7.5 out of 10. And I think that's pretty fair. So, yeah, I mean, and going on a bit more with the Berserk, actually, now they've actually got 10 more cards. Do you think they're ready for Elo now, Slify?
No, not at all. Not at all. I feel like the majority of their cards are really weak compared to other cards in Elo, and they have no cards that really wow anyone to the point where there's a point that I would use Berserk over a different clan. At least as of right now. This will change in the future, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, what do they need still right now then?
What do they need?
Yeah, what do they need?
Question?
Yeah.
It would be really cool if they had a really good 5-star. That would be nice. They kind of need, my opinion, more solid 3-stars because right now their 3-stars are like they do scattered things. Like Lola's defensive, Norman and Kawamashi are kind of aggressive, but Kawamashi isn't really that overpowered, and Norman has a downside. Their 2-stars need some work as well. Like I like Milan, Drummond is okay, I guess, but they're not really overly impressive either compared to other 2-stars in other clans. If they got better 2-stars, it'd be very beneficial for them. And even their 4-stars aren't that. Actually, everything in their clan isn't that great. I take it back. Their 4-stars aren't even that overly impressive either right now. Like Revok is their best, and he's pretty standard. You know, a little bit above standard, but you know, nothing wow material. It's really a shame for the clan.
Yeah. Do you think the UR need to actually go back to the drawing board in this one, or in terms of actually?
It's not a bad. Like the ideas and stuff are decent enough, and you know, maybe the WoW wasn't later reviews or releases, but right now it's very unimpressive.
Okay, well that's you heard it from the man, you know. Slify. Do you think Cortez is going to be the best card when he does come out for the leader?
Well, it's generally how it works, but I don't know how they'll do it unless they make him overly impressive. It'd be cool if they made him really good, but with backlash. I feel.
Yeah, I definitely think like 8/8 with like -5 damage or whatever. No, -5 damage or whatever, or something like that. I don't know.
Well, if he's a 5-star in 8/8, his backlash can't be that like harmful.
Well, I don't know, like -3 then. Is that really too underpowered or overpowered, or I don't know.
Well, they need something wow. Don't forget, they need something overpowered. Because right now, something standard will put them still behind, I feel. But I shouldn't promote overpowered cards, so what am I saying?
Okay, then. You're the one who reviews overpowered cards, Slify, you know.
I give them too high of a rating sometimes.
You know, that's why Kylos was banned, Slify. You know?
Oh, here we go again.
No,
here we go.
It's because you gave him a 10. Everyone on the bandwagon, and you know.
He's an 8 out of everyone else said he was 8. You know, I can see that. He loses against
Montana. Did you not see the parody, Slify, of that? Yeah. Okay, never mind then. I'll put a link below to remind everyone of why Kyler should not be banned.
Oh, uh-oh.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Right, so we're going to see you guys all later into the second part of UR Talk. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you all for watching part 1, and yeah.